what I'm art journaling about. I want to apologize to everyone that was following my life cues last year. Obviously, I didn't make it till the end of the year with life circumstances that happened. But if you want me to continue on, please put a post in the down bar and we can just carry on from there. But for today, I'm going to be using this beautiful book that Deb Artzology made me, and I love it. It's just so special. So I've done a few pages in here, not that many, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. And I just really wanted to document this next page in this book. So it's been really, really difficult, to be perfectly honest, to start art journaling, because when I art journal, it's a very emotional feeling place that I go in my head. And as you all know, I've been through quite a journey this year, as I'm sure have a lot of you. But I make my journey quite public on YouTube, and that's because I think it will help somebody else. You know, I watched this video of Oprah. I'm going to work and talk, as I usually do. Just using Mod Podge, and I'm using some, deli paper, because I want to have some texture underneath my page. So I might just rip up pieces of it and then just kind of just place it wherever on here with the Mod Podge. But I was watching this video Oprah had made about, life journeys and things that we do, and nothing is a mistake, and you need to listen and find out what your purpose is in life. I honestly believe my purpose, I really do, is to teach and share, like kind of teach and share what I'm going through, so that people don't feel like they're alone in what they're going through, if that makes any sense. And if it even just touches one person, then I feel like, okay, I shared it and they don't feel alone, because there's nothing more wonderful to me is if I'm going through something and I find out somebody else has gone through the same thing. So today I'm going to talk about my bout with depression. Mental health is something, it's so taboo, and I don't understand why. It's your body and your brain is the same as your leg or your arm or anything else. And if it's not working properly, then, you need to get help, just like you do with any other part of your body. I find a lot of creative people struggle with depression, and maybe it's the same part of the brain that I don't know. But anyway, this past year, I've suffered with actually more anxiety than anything. And then I went on anti-anxiety medication. And the reason for the anxiety, my doctor explained, when you are suffering from chronic pain or any other disorder, the serotonin that fires in the brain that keeps you happy is being depleted because you're in pain or whatever. It's usually if you're in chronic pain. And so, of course, your reserves are lower than everybody else. So you need a little bit of help with that. So that made perfect sense to me. So I was on antidepressants, and I swear to God, it changed my world. I wouldn't travel. I was scared to travel. I was scared to be in the car. We would get in the car and go across the city, and I would hysterically cry from fear. Hysterically. Richard would have to sit in the car with me, screaming and crying from total fear. And if any of you watch my vlogs, I'm in the car a lot now. It doesn't bother me at all. I travel all over. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm not afraid to fly, So it really, for me, opened up my world. But in this past year, oh my goodness, the depression has been profound. But it was important that I share that with people, because I know I'm not the only person that suffers from depression for whatever reason. Now, mine was kind of circumstantial depression because of what happened. It was so strong that I actually went to the doctor to talk about it. And he said, I've been through so many changes in this year. I lived in this house for 43 years. We had never moved. And then in 1 year, I moved 6 times. 6 different times. Circumstances changes 6 times. So he said, how do you expect your body is going through the motions of the changes, but your psyche and your central nervous system haven't caught up yet. And that's why you're feeling this bout of depression. But no matter what the cause is, the feeling is horrible. It is so awful. When you get to that dark, dark place, it is not good. And I'm so thankful that I've got such wonderful friends. Like, I call them my tribe. I don't know what I'd do without them. I really, truly do not know what I would do without them. And they have been there for me, supporting me. And also that I have such an amazing partner in Richard. All that I've been through, all that I've put him through, all that I've put that man through, and yet he still loves me. I'm just astonished by his goodness and his maturity and his love for me, his unconditional love. That's what it is. True unconditional love. And to experience that from someone is probably the biggest gift that you can ever receive. To know that you can fall down, you can take a detour, you can, you can do whatever, and they're right there for you. They're still there for you. Strong, like a strong person, not as a weak person, but as a strong person holding you up. So, I am so thankful that I have that, but it doesn't make it any less. Do you know what I mean? The pain is still very, very hard. You read all those quotes on Facebook, all those profound quotes about, being strong, but when you're in it, the quotes mean nothing. It's really, really hard to be strong when the weakness in you is stronger. It's hard. It's how can you be strong when weakness is taking over? And it's just, you feel so sad. I have never cried as much as I've cried in this past year, I swear to God. And part of that, I'm truly thankful, because prior to my situation of leaving, my heart was not open. It was I was going through the motions, and I wasn't really feeling anything. I really was not feeling, and I don't know if that was a protective thing or because of all the things that had happened in my past. I just was not feeling anything. Like, I just everything was neutral, everything was just okay. I remember being at my children's wedding, and it was wonderful. I was so happy for them. And I couldn't understand why people cry at stuff like that. Now that my heart has been opened, which has happened because of my situation, you feel everything. Every little thing. And so it's hard to be strong when you're feeling like boo-hooing all the time. But I knew, and I know, because I'm still going through it, that you have to somehow find the light. And for me, it's with the help of all of my friends, and with the help of, if you don't have friends, there's so many support groups and people you can talk to. You just need to hold on. You do. You need to hold on. You can't give up. You need to hold on. Reach out. Somebody is there, and somebody cares. Whether you think they don't do or not, they do. Anyway, so that is done. Can you see how I got those cool crinkly things? So I'm going to dry this with my heat gun, and then I will be back. I have no idea what I'm doing with this page, by the way. I just want to let it just go and just be however I'm feeling. I just want to go with that. So we'll see what we come up with. Okay, I'm going to play around with my background because I want it to be kind of a dark background, because it is a very dark place you go to when you're dealing with depression. So I've got black soot and pumice stone. So I'm going to start with the pumice stone and just rub it over so I can get some of the texture. Ooh, that's coolio. And I'm going to go over the whole thing with this and just see what happens. See how that gives it texture when you've added that paper underneath. I love that. I'm just going to glue this little bit down here that can lift it up. You know, for me, art journaling is so cathartic, but I haven't been in the right headspace to even allow myself to do it. So, yeah. But I am today. There. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Then I'm going to add some water to this because Distress ink works really great with water. Let's just see what happens when I do that. And I'll use this cloth just to kind of... So I still want it darker. I'm going to add some more Black Lava Pages wet. Ooh, wow. That's really cool. Yep. I heard that line, it's hard to be strong when weakness is stronger, in a song, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to put the link to that song in the description box so you guys can listen to it for yourselves, because the words touched me so much that I just, you know, I think anybody should listen to it, whether you're going through depression or not. It makes me cry when I hear it, but I think tears are good. I think you got to let those tears out. Tears are so healing, and we're so afraid to show our emotions. I know I was for years and years and years. I didn't show anything. I was always this very, you know, everyone always says, oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're such a strong woman. But you know what? That's not really true. You're just hiding. You're very, very good at masking your feelings, and that's what that is. And the minute your heart opens up, whoa, hold on, you know. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this page here, this plain white piece of paper, and I'm going to color it up and paint it up and spray it up. I just watched Deb, actually, who gave me this book, funnily enough, and she made these really cool paper towel flowers, but I'm going to make them just out of white paper. So what I'm going to do is just take some Distress inks and spray. Let me start with some yellow. I think this is yellow. True Sunshine. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. And then some really bright red. And I think this one is an orange. Yes, it's called Squeezed Orange. Very nice. So just get this page just covered up with really bright colors. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that on another page and then dry them off really, really well. So my papers are hanging up over there. You can't see them, but they're drying. I didn't want to heat dry them too much because I didn't want them to get too delicate and break. So I'm just going to let them dry over there for a while. And then I traced my hand, but this index finger looks kind of gooby. So I'm going to try, I did it like this, and so I'm going to try to fix that. I don't want it looking so gooby, I guess. So I just want to put a little bit of a bend in the knuckle, so it looks like you're, there, that's better. That's much, much better. So I'm going to go ahead and color this hand. One thing that I found through all of my depression lately, I don't care what you believe in, whatever you believe in, you must know, and you do, I think everybody realizes that there is a power bigger than all of us. And I found that my faith was and is stronger for having gone through what I've gone through. And I honestly, even though it's been sad, it's been hard, depressing and everything, I have absolutely no regrets at all, because I think these things happen on your journey for a reason. So I'm going to use this brown, it's called Raw Sienna, because usually we paint things in our own likeness, so you feel free, if you're going to do a page like this, to paint it in your own likeness, you know? And another thing that has made my depression harder to deal with, I guess, is there are a lot of people, when you make a decision to do something in life, especially as big as mine, you have to understand there's going to be a lot of naysayers and a lot of people that are all up in your business. And they think they know the story and they think they know what happened, and they're so quick to judge you, and they really have no place. It's really your life journey is your business and your business alone, and you don't have to explain yourself. You don't owe it to anybody. That's why I mentioned before your tribe. It's funny, those are the people that never ask anything other than, can I help you? How are you doing? Do you want to talk? Whatever. There's been times in the last couple of months I have said, I just simply don't want to talk to anyone at all. I just don't want to talk. And they are fine. That's okay. Just want to let you know that if you need me, I'm here. You know, that's the kind of support people need and we need to be but don't let go of the person. Do you know what I mean? Because they say they don't want to talk does not mean they want you to forget about them or don't keep asking them. I guess, I don't know. They just want to know you're there. And it's so important, people. Oh, we have lost so many wonderful people to suicide because of depression. And it's so sad. It really and truly is that somebody feels that desperate, that alone, that helpless, that hurt, that they have to end their life. And I would hate to see that happen to anyone. I've known people that has happened to, and it's tragic and sad. And that's why we need to open up this conversation of mental illness a little bit more. You know, my hand is very chocolate. I'm just going to continue on painting this. So I've gone ahead and colored my hand and cut it out. And I know it looks a little deformed, but you know, when you're doing art journaling, it's not about perfection. It's about getting the message across. At least that's what I say. And then I took this paper from Street Market, and it's got some script on it. I want to make a really pretty sleeve here, like this. So the hand's got a sleeve on it, and I'll maybe put a scalloped edge there. But before I do my hand, I'm going to work on my flowers. Look how beautiful these turned out, and I sprayed them on both sides because I wasn't quite sure if it would be correct if I didn't do it that way. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to trim them down to exactly 8 inches, and then go trim them to 8 by 8. Yeah, that'll work. So now that I've created as many flowers as I think I'm going to need, I still have some more if I want to add to it. But I will put in the description box the link to Deb's Artzology's tutorial on how to make these. She made them with paper towels, and I just used regular computer paper. So I'm going to take some Mod Podge. Just got to figure out where I want to place my hand. Move this over so you guys can see. Just going to place the Mod Podge on and put my hand on the page right now. So I think you can see where I'm maybe going with this. I'm not sure. But you know, when you are feeling depressed, you need to hold on. Just hold on. You know, it's just like that song, the sun will come out tomorrow. And if it doesn't, it will one day. It really will. And until that time, you depend on your tribe. Let them know you need them. They will be there for you. You just know that you're brave enough to face this pain. You don't need to try to hide it or medicate it, or unless you really need medication. Because I'm not going to say I'm against medication. No way. But, you know, you don't need to drink your depression away or misuse pharmaceuticals or street drugs or anything. Just go through the pain and be really, really gentle with yourself. Hang on to that tribe because they'll lift you up and never let you go until you're ready. Okay, so I am going to now put my sleeve on here, and I'm just going to use my good old-fashioned, remember these old guys, these scissors? I still use those. I can find a nice scalloped one. I think it's these guys. Nope. And then I will just scallop, or I'll just use this. This is fine. Just so it has some kind of edging along the edge of my sleeve. Yeah. And then I'm just going to spruce this sleeve and page up with some stuff. So let me get this glued down. So I'm just making a really temporary little bowl, mainly because I'm too lazy to go get something. And this is the paper I used for the sleeve on my dress. And I want this sleeve to kind of look like it's somebody angelic, like an angel, higher power, whatever. So I'm going to make some glitter paint. I'm just going to, I should shake this up. It's pretty old. Put some white in here. This is just dollar store white paint. And then I've got some of that crystal snow, which is pretty much just glitter. I'm going to add it to the white paint. And I'm not going to paint the whole thing, but I want to just kind of dab it on in certain, you know, just to give it a little. Let me try it on something first. I'll try it right here. Yeah, it should give it some little bit of glitter. Well, we'll see. Actually, I think I might even use my fingers to just rub it in. I'm going to put it along the edges. And just kind of random spots. I don't really see the glitter, but I think it will show up once it dries. Just wanted to just embellish it a little tiny bit and to edge out that where the edge is touching the dark part. I think I'll just add some glitter to the wet paint too while I'm got it right here. Okay, so I created my flower down here. So what I did is I used 4 of the bigger pieces. They were 4 by 4, and the smaller ones were, I think, 3 by 3. Yes, they were just a 1 inch smaller. And I glued them all together. I used 4 of the big ones and 2 of the little. And then I just was cleaning out some of my jewelry yesterday. So I just threw all the odd earrings and stuff into a bag here. And I thought I'll use one of these as a centerpiece for my flower. And although it's not a circular centerpiece, I really, really like it. See? It was an earring and I can't find the other one. So, yeah. So I'm just going to take my glue gun and just glue it there. I'm just going to glue the top and let the rest of it sort of dangle down. There we go. So you can see how my hand from up above through all the darkness is coming in, reaching for the good that there still is. Even though I might be in my dark place, just know that there is always something good. So I just want to write some words up here on the sleeve. So my Canon got full, so I'm on my phone now. But I think I'm going to write here, I will still be holding on to everything worth holding on to. I will still be holding on to everything worth holding on to. So that just speaks of the hope that no matter how dark the days, how dark your journey, how bad it seems, still hold on to everything that's still worth holding on to. There is always something that's worth holding on to. There's good in you. There's you. That's what's worth holding on to. The good that's within you, the person that you are, your spirit, your place that you go to, your happy place. You were at one point somewhat happy, And so that's what this is. I'm holding on to everything worth holding on to, the little gems in my life, my family, my grandkids, my friends, my husband. All of those things will get you through. And even though you still feel the pain and you're still sad, just keep those thoughts in mind and let your tears fall, because it's all going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. It is. And you are not alone. And it's like Oprah said in that video, there are no mistakes or wrong journeys. Those are things that try to tell your inner spirit what is right for you, and what is the next thing that's right for you. So you might have made a choice and everybody thinks it's wrong, or you feel you did something wrong, but no, it was just part of your journey, part of your book, part of your chapter. And if you're just feeling blue because life is getting you down, just hold on. Hold on. We all got you. So thanks for watching my art journal page. I haven't done one in such a long time. I add a little bit of pearl and pen to this flower just to give it a little bit of shine. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to date this page somewhere down here. I think it's June 7th today. And I'm almost sure it is June. I'll put it right here. June 7th, 16. So thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.